Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back to solve a crossword with you all. Good morning, Dee. Nice to see you at first comment again. Billy is here saying good morning. Billy, I feel that emoji so much today. It is a frigid day in the Northeast US. I just checked my weather app and it said the feels like is 3 degrees, which I don't think should be legal somehow. Rhonda's here. We got Chulit in the house, Plank Boy, Amy, Mike, and Sydney, happy Tuesday to you, and Rhonda and Froggy, lots of people here, and Minnie is giving me some emojis to start the morning, and Scav is wasting no time starting the puzzle, so why don't we check out today's puzzle? I need a puzzle to warm me up, and I think we have just the one. So today we're solving one from the Stan Newman's Daily line of crosswords at Arkadium. It's called Grainy. It's from a couple days ago, and it's by Adam Simpson. We've definitely solved an Adam Simpson puzzle or two on the channel before, so I'm looking forward to this one. Grainy, I mean, it makes no sense to me or Minnie right now, but I'm sure it will make sense in due time. So one across, too fluent. I see Scav saying smug, Chulit saying glib, feels near 70 here. Plank Boy, where are you? Where it feels near 70? I need to move. Hey, Underwater Canuck, how you doing? Glib. Not sure I understand too fluent. It's kind of an odd clue. Why glib exactly? I might want to go to Vegas. Oh man. That's the place to be, huh? Cooler brand named for a monster. No cooler. We got to go to Vegas. I think I know this one though. Cooler brand named for a monster. I prefer this one to one across. Too fluent. I don't know. 40 here in North Georgia. Yeah, I picked the wrong state. Yeti, yeah, Sydney and Jim Winkle and Blake know they're cool, and Danny Joe. Raven says Yeti is a nice brand. Yeah, that's what I'm told. I don't think I own any Yeti gear, but I'm aware that that it's very popular and trusted. Warthog also wants glib, so I'm gonna put it in. Glib, too fluent. Because to me, glib means kind of quick and slick in your language, and maybe a little sassy. But maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not clear on what glib means, or maybe I'm not clear on what fluent means. Workout venue, but the glib is looking perfect with this. Yeah, Dan, Joe, and D. Everyone says Jim. Glib works with Jim. Perfect. 60 here in Louisiana. Oh man, everyone's making me jealous now. I shouldn't have. Warthog's like, it means too fluent. Oh. The sassy part. And floral neckwear. Oh, speaking of warm weather climates, where's Sweet Pea? Sweet Pea is in Hawaii, I believe. I see a new name to me, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Rhiannon? Will you teach me how to pronounce your name? I want to say it right. Rhiannon Mare. Lay, floral neckwear. Yeah, that's got to be right. That's looking perfect. Shania is here getting lay. And Barbara is getting lay. I love it. Yeah, Chalit. I feel your pain. Blank all good. That's what I should be saying. I should ditch the pessimism. It is all good. Have you heard the Fleetwood Mac song Rhiannon? I wish I could say yes, but I don't think that was gonna help me with the pronunciation if that's what you're named after. Soybeans in miso soup crossing, what is this? Modern medical industry. Okay, so soybeans in soup. Did I say soybeans in miso soup? Because that's what I assume this is. Uh-oh, other people know this Fleetwood Mac song. Yeah, Cozy is here saying miso. I think miso looks good. And then bio something. Sweet Pea, you are here. I was just talking about you. You're in Hawaii, right? So I assume the weather's beautiful right now. Modern medical industry. Froggy, Mike, and Jeffrey, and Rhonda all saying the same thing. Everyone know. Presuming my music taste. Biotech. That's a good answer. Oh, Sweet Pea, you moved to Vegas, but apparently it's also yeah, Shania, you're right. I saw MIS and I saw soup and I just read miso soup. I was pretty sure this had to be miso. Okay. An uncharacteristically smooth opening corner. So I'm assuming that means the rest of the puzzle is going to be a piece of cake. No bumps ahead? Like Rhiannon. Okay, Rhiannon. Gotcha. Rhiannon Mayer. Is that your real name or is that just your username? Little laugh. Little laugh. Yeah. Well, Raven is saying lol, which is a little laugh, but it's too little actually. Yeah, Blake says Jack jinxing us yet again. I have to jinx us. If I don't get accused of jinxing us at least twice per crossword, then I'm not being optimistic enough. I see haha, I see hee hee, I see tee hee. Although that one looks the worst with 20 across. So maybe we just look at we'd look at 20 across, huh? 2 notes at a time, vocal artist. This is probably a theme answer. I mean, we shouldn't, this is actually premature. We just don't have enough letters in place. How are we supposed to get this just from a T? Maybe a TH? Rhiannon. Rhiannon? Shania is sore from shoveling yesterday. Yeah, I'll bet a lot of people feel that. Kate says, Jack, after the show, please listen to Rhiannon to be able to pronounce it. I will do that, Kate. I promise. I will do this. And then Rhiannon, you have to come back so that I can say your name right. Okay, Pashi's guessing 2-part harmony. My problem with 2-part harmony right out of the gate is that it repeats this word too, and I just don't think the themers are going to do that. Melissa likes it too, but I'm just not convinced. So I think I'm just gonna abandon our first themer for now and get some letters in place. Although other people, so Scav and Blake and Kyle are all guessing the same thing. Throat singer, 2 notes at a time, vocal artist. Wow, throat singer. So these are people who can sing. Rhiannon, thank you, Rhiannon. Rhiannon. These are people who can sing 2 notes at the same time. That's pretty cool. I like that it has an H here, which we were thinking for ha-ha or hee-hee for a little laugh. And then what? Oh, yeah, Shania definitely wants throat singer. Whoa, okay. And Scav and Blake already spot some possible theme material. Wow. Okay, you guys are quick. So the puzzle is called Grainy, and people are noticing that oats is hidden in this phrase, throat singer, which is probably not a coincidence. I will need to see a second example before I'm entirely convinced, but... Oh, it's most common in Mongolia, so they have a lot of throat singers in Mongolia who can sing 2 notes at a time. Man, I need a music education. I'm getting a music education on today's stream. Now I have 2 things to listen to after stream. Hey, Lena, how you doing? Name hidden in wool gathering. Okay, speaking of hiding names, I see Olga. Oh, Julie wants ring, which is hiding here in wool gathering, but it's not a name. I think Olga looks good. Yeah, Michael M wants Olga. Sweet. Is wool gathering a word? I think so. I think it means what it sounds like. Try out The Who for a metal take on throat singing. Man, you guys know a lot about music. Speaking of a lot, I'm now seeing everyone writing a lot. Much? Yeah, much. A lot. Okay. Good stuff. Underwater Canuck says the Inuit do throat singing as well. Lady with many Grammys. Nice. Nice. Not just any lady. It's the lady. This music I know. Finally some music I know. Throat singing was popular on TikTok for a hot second, says Raven. I don't remember that. Shania giving me an ever helpful lowdown on throat singing too. Man, you guys know a lot. Major brand of bricks. Okay. Good. Yes. Still keeping it smooth. Plank Boy and Gene Ireland and Sweet Pea, everyone's saying Lego. Yeah, little bricks, but they're still bricks. Barbara McDowell and Minnie getting Lego. And Paishi Peachy. Trattoria's staple atop waffle brand. Okay. I pretty much only know one waffle brand, and it ends in GGO, so I'm in pretty good shape. Mama Zen is here. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, Scav and Dysentery Gary and Michael M. Oh, wow. Good point. Look at this. We have a Lego My Ego crossing. That's almost a theme right there. That's pretty funny. I think I think in the commercials they spell this Leggo, Lego, but that's about as good as it gets. Lego My Ego right there. And then a veal, I suppose, is a Trattoria staple. Cool. So we remain in good shape. Throat Singer's checking out with all the crosses, so well done on you for getting that with just the T. Super impressed. And Plank Boy is keeping us honest about Hurdle. Remember, we've been doing this gambling thing for Hurdle. And I think it was Plank Boy who said, hey, why do we always do the last across entry? We could do downs too. So why don't we do that today? Plank Boy suggesting that 49 down will be our Hurdle word. No matter what it is, we're going to open with 49 down, unless 49 down is not a legal Hurdle opener, in which case we'll resort to 48 down. How's that? Across the pond. Across the pond. Yeah, I think I like what Jessica and Pashi and Melissa and Barbara and N. Clark are saying here. Oversee. Yeah, Peachy. Oversee like that, not with two E's. I think it just makes the most sense. Let's go over here. Large swallow. Okay. This could be a bird, or it could be like a gulp. Yeah, I think it is going to be gulp, isn't it? Because I see Mike and Kyle and Scav saying swig. Arkadium saying veal and ego is a breakfast of champions. Wow. Wonder if anyone has ever had that combination. There's also slug, people are suggesting. Dysentery Gary's like, I'm staying away from this one. It's probably wise. Swig just seems more right to me, but we'll check the W right away. Staked some. Staked some. Oh, a swan. Underwood Canuck is guessing swan. Is a swan a type of swallow? I don't actually know if that's true. Ooh, but the W is panning out. Hey, Jilly, how you doing? Yeah, Danny Joe and D and Scav and and Melissa's like, no, a swan is not a swallow, thank you. Larry and Mike all saying wager for staked sum. That looks good. Yeah, and the NG, they play nice together. So I'm happy with wager. So swig is looking promising, right? Seuss character. Seuss character. Seuss has a lot of characters. I have a guess about what this one's going to be. Yeah, it's the same guess that Scav has, so. Rhiannon almost fits here, but not quite. I think it's going to be Sam I Am, as Lucinda and Pashi are saying. Yeah, Raven says Scav is so fast. It's true. The man cannot be stopped. Sam I Am from Green Eggs and Ham. Horse with greens. I guess I'm not 100% sure on Sam I Am. It could be some more obscure Seuss character. Jilly and Kyle are saying hi to each other. Do you guys know each other IRL, or are you guys just happy to see each other on chat in chat? Dysentery Gary says Scav is the fastest thumbs on Arkadium. Horse with greens. Oh, I like this. Oh, Kyle says we know each other from trivia. That's cool. So in real life, you meet up and do trivia with Jilly? That's awesome. User257 just followed us. Thank you so much. Chulit and Jean Ireland and N. Clark and Underwater Canuck and Duo all saying salad. I like the golf misdirection here. Like a golf course on the green, but no, it's just we're talking lunch. Underwater Canuck is saying that Jilly and Kyle Miner are their friends too. Do you guys all know each other? Oh, trivia on TikTok. Okay, that's cool. How come I'm never invited to these? I invite you to my crossword parties. In our group, okay, I'm seeing two solid guesses here. They both start with among, but either amongst or among us. Amongst looks better with this cross, but among us kind of fits the clue better. Dysentery Gary, you gotta go already? All right, we will miss you. Why don't we check this? Interactive demo in brief. Wow, okay. Yeah, Shania and Duo and Mini are all converging on Among Us. And now that I've seen 29 across, I think it's right. Yeah, Canadian Kangaroo wants it too. Okay, so I'm putting Among Us in our group. I'm surprised they didn't include this via the game. Did anyone play Among Us? It was popular during the pandemic. I played a few times. It was pretty fun. And yeah, Lena Luna is saying, I guess it's like simulation, short for simulation, interactive demo. Interesting. I've seen this in crosswords before, but usually it's clue. There's an actor named Simu Liu. He's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's normally how I see that those four letters clued. Kyle, you still play Among Us, so you play trivia and Among Us. What else are you into? Yeah, Pashi says it was fun. Simulator, says Larry. Okay. Yeah, Among Us was fun. Keep entertained. You also do karaoke. Wow. Busy guy. Keep entertained. Yeah, I see amuse and amaze. Suppose they both kind of work. Amuse feels slightly more accurate, but we don't need to guess. We could just check the crosses. Desperate move. K-Name says, do we amuse you? You know you amuse me. You all amuse me. That's why I keep coming back. Jeffrey has trivia in his username, so Jeffrey should definitely join these trivia parties that I'm not welcome at. Desperate move. Gene Ireland and Mike and Harambe and Imogen are all saying lunge. Yeah, seems plausible. And then that goes with Barbara's vote of amuse for keep entertained. Pretty good. So what's this last one? Italian peak, crossing Daisy cousin, and a buck or two. I like that. Ravens is getting some FOMO. Yeah, I do have a chronic case of FOMO. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kellyanne is telling me that an aster is a daisy cousin, and I think that is right. So this is not a specific Italian peak, I believe. I think it's just mountain in Italian, as Sweet Pea is writing in Shania. Wardog says phobie for me. What is that? Fear of being included? Am I reading you right, Warthog? You have a fear of being included? That's very funny. A buck or two is a nice clue. Makes you think of cash, but no, literally, male deer are called bucks. Okay. I think it's time we learn how to spell our little laugh. 23 across. Matches. Arkadium says, I noticed that everyone is saying you're welcome at these trivia events, but no one is telling you where to find them. Very suspicious. Yeah. Yeah. Sus, as Among Us players would say. You're right. I haven't seen a link being shared. I haven't seen any, hey, this is what time we meet. Shania says, I have JOMO and FOMO, joy of missing out and fear of missing out. Wow. Well, then, no matter what, you're gonna be displeased. Matches. Oh, interesting. So Blake wants melees, so matches like boxing bouts or something. Other people want agrees, just like they match, they agree. So I guess we need to keep searching. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting lost in chat. Melee always reminds me of Mario, yeah. The Super Smash Brothers sequel. A lot of video games coming up today. Pages and pages of places. I like this clue too. Pashi's saying Atlas, and I think I agree. Larry Locke and Gene. Atlas looks good. And then that's good. Speaking of agrees, that was people's vote. And so maybe this is just he. It's probably the best guess at this point. We just filled in a bunch of material all at once. Should we look at 30 across? I can't tell if 30 across is going to be a themer or not. Warming by simmering. Yeah, Barbara's given me a bunch of he-he's. That's not so brief. So, nice. Christy and Kyle and Lucky and Warthog and Larry and User71 all saying low heating, warming by simmering. That is definitely low heating, but most importantly, look at this. W-H-E-A-T, wheat. So it's definitely right. Whoever it was probably Scab and Blake right away saw oats hiding in throat singer, and now we've got wheat hiding in low heating. That all agrees with the title grainy. So we are definitely hiding grains inside our theme answers today. This is a good one, low heating. It's a long word to be hiding. NSSR and Shania getting that. I like it. And Scav and Amy giving me wheat emojis. I didn't know that existed. Less cultured. Oh, Pixie's back. Pixie and Lucky and Danny Joe all saying, rawer. Scav saying raw like this. That would be funny. No, rawer for less cultured. Seems good. Shania thinks the next one is going to be barley or flax. Shania has submitted her guess. Barley. How do you hide barley in a two-word phrase? Larynx, lungs, link. Oh my god. Larynx, lungs, link. That is a mouthful. And I guess a trachea is literally a mouthful. Almost literally. Underwater Canuck, thank you. I see that you shared the trivia details with me. I appreciate being included. Did you ask your friends if it's okay if you invite me? Are they all having side chats right now, being like, oh, do we have to deal with Jack, though? He doesn't even know Renana, or whatever that Fleetwood Mac song is, I still can't pronounce. Wonderful feeling. Kellyanne and James and Melissa are saying, aw. Yeah, wonderful. It's full of wonder, literally. Talk angrily? Talk angrily. Yeah. Arcadia says they're going to hold the actual trivia an hour earlier. Just to leave me out. N Clark is saying growl, which I think makes sense. And this has to be, yeah, 35mm purchases are SLRs, and someone's going to remind me what this stands for. Single lens something? This type of camera? Okay, should we look at 41 across? I'm surprised Blake hasn't suggested this already, because Blake and I love to do this. Once we understand the theme, we look at the next themer with no letters in place whatsoever. With great disdain. It's probably too hard, but maybe it hides barley, maybe it hides flax. Single lens reflex, thank you guys. See, I shouldn't be allowed at a trivia night. With great disdain. Seems too hard, except we know it has to hide a grain. Oh, love it. Wow, you guys got it. Very impressive. Yeah, Scab and Chulit, I think, got this. Yeah, and D and Larry, awesome. So scornfully, look at this. Scornfully, it fits perfectly. It means with great disdain, and it has corn right there. Excellent job. Shania says, Jack, have you watched The Pit? No, I am tempted to watch The Pit, but I am quite medically squeamish. And so, and I hear that show is hyper realistic. So I just don't think it would be good for me to watch The Pit, even though, speaking of FOMO, I definitely feel like I'm missing out. Okay, sharp as blank. Yeah, Pixie and users, or I guess James and Sweet Georgia Girl. Sharp as attack. Why do I hear this sarcastically? Somehow I feel like you don't say someone sharp as attack unless you don't really mean it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Arkadium saying the pit stresses me out. I tried and I cannot watch it. I suspect that's what would happen to me. Words from a witness. Good. Yeah, this is most often clued as like wedding vow words. I do, but I suppose a witness, like, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You might say I do. Sound of disdain. Didn't we just have disdain? With great disdain. Okay. Warthog says, well paced that show. You watched The Pit? And this is fussing. Okay. Yeah, I think we got these. Scav saying, and Lucky adieu. Yeah, for fussing. And snort, I guess, is a sound of disdain. I guess you don't want someone snorting in your direction. Yeah, Minnie says snarl, which kind of makes more sense, but I guess once we have adieu, it's got to kind of be snort, I think. Emperor of yore. I can't tell if this is going to be a specific emperor like Nero or a general term for an emperor. Matthew Phillip just followed us. Thank you very much. If anyone else is new and doesn't follow us, I should tell you we stream every single day at noon Eastern time. And we solve a crossword. We play a game called Hurdle. It's always a good time. At least I always have a good time. And following us is the best way to keep in touch. Durango just followed us. And Raven just followed us. Raven, you've been here a bunch of times. I'm surprised you didn't follow already. I'm not judging you. I'm just surprised you keep finding your way back to us. So, I see. Rhonda and Larry are saying Shah. It's like Iranian, maybe? Is it Su Yi? I was thinking Saul could be a specific emperor. Okay, Sire, Barbara's guess, and Shania are guessing. Okay, we'll do 33 down. Goes no further. Goes no further. Okay. Yeah, Jessica and Sweet Pea, Jillian, Plankboy, and Lucky all saying halts, which definitely works with the clue. Halts. So, Shaw it is, I suppose. Is it a weird clue? I think it's valid. It's just ambiguous whether it's a specific emperor or a type of emperor. I don't know if I think that's a weird clue. Chris getting halts, and Minnie and Shania as well. Okay, ration out. Ration out. Raven, one of our newest followers, and Pixie and Chulit and Jilly, all saying a lot. If you solve crosswords, you come across a lot of words that mean ration out. There's meat, there's dole. I see, so it's emperor that you're objecting to, Scav, in this clue. It's not the vagueness of it, it's the calling Shahs emperors. Informal welcome. Informal welcome. And did I look at this one? What a toaster might hold. I like this clue. I like it a lot. Yeah, people getting both of these. The Shahs weren't really emperors, and the last Shah was like 70 years ago. Okay. Yeah, Pixie and Underwater Canuck and Sweet Georgia Girl are saying ale. Yeah, someone giving a toast might be holding their ale. I like that. And then I guess Heya for informal welcome. Speaking of music that I know, I'm very surprised this was not clued via the Outcast song. Oops. Arkadium says, Blake, time to write a letter to Stan Newman. Yeah, if you have an issue with a clue, I hear Stan responds to all emails. I don't think that's true, by the way. Yeah, hey, makes me think of Outcast. Me too, Scav. Okay, Dostoevsky, contemporary. Yes. Yes, Shania and Minnie and Underwater Canuck are all saying Tolstoy. It's got to be right. Piers Goodman and Dad Not Dude agreeing. Yeah, Tolstoy and Dostoevsky. Piers Goodman just followed us. Thank you so much. All right, how many themers do we have left? 1? 51 across? Rapid in brand names. And Piers is showering me in with emoji gifts. Makes me feel good. Shania, are you asking me if I've ever had poutine? Of course I have. I live off of it. Rapid in brand names. Okay, yeah. Larry's saying like Nesquik, something like that. Barbara's giving me a shrug. I think N. Clark is right. Quick like this. They make it all cutesy in a brand name. Lucky, yes, we have decided on our hurdle word. It's going to be 49 down, and our backup is 48 down. So we're about to learn. Maybe we look at 51 across now, because I don't want to. I think we can do this without any letters in place. Martian extremities. Oh boy. And remember, it has to have some kind of grain in it. We have oats hidden in throat singer, wheat hidden in low heating, and corn hidden in scornfully. So Martian extremities. Who's going to get this? Oh yeah, Shania pointed out Quicksilver is a skateboarding brand that's spelled like this. Nice. Oh man, Shania, you're making me hungry describing poutine with pulled pork. Come on. Martian extremities. What is this? Oh wow. Yeah. Scab is too good. Blake says hell of a poll, Scab. It's so true. It's so true. How does he do it? Yeah, it's really good. Polar ice caps. Oh my god, it fits. It's got to be right. Polar ice caps. So on Mars, there are polar ice caps at the poles, at the extremities of the planet, and most importantly, we got rice. Yet another grain hiding in our last theme answer. Amazing job. Amazing job, Skev. User 71. No, Amay is not my sister. Larry is very impressed. Shania got it too. Ooh. So hold on. I want to check this queue first. Not as cool. Good. Yeah, Amy Gal and Douglas and Froggy have very, very good answers here. Squarer. Squarer. Not as cool. Yeah, because if you're square, you're kind of nerdy, dweeby. All right. I like that we have an L in place for 49 across. Let's look at 48 across. Build up some tension as we piece together our hurdle opener. We decided 49 down, Arkadium. Pretty much all things. That's an odd clue. Very odd clue. Raven says, I'm stuck, lol. Oh, Warthog had a quick guess on this. A cool guess. Yeah, and everyone agreeing now. James and Lucky. I like it the more I think about it. Yeah, and Minnie agreeing. Nouns. I would have needed some more letters for that. Pretty much all things are nouns. I guess all people, all places. Oh, and it works nicely with 41 down. Ciertamente, which I guess means certainly in Spanish. Another way to say that would be CC. Good. Okay, I like OL, I like NO. So far, we're getting lucky with our hurdle draws. Tennis great Agassi. It's so wild how we're cruising through this crossword. Yeah, are we? We are going faster than usual, aren't we? Why is that? Am I moving too quickly? Tennis great Agassi. Oh, Blake is asking how I got this job with Arkadium. And Warthog's answer to why we're moving so quickly is just scav. Scav is just locked in, says Raven. That's funny. Arcadia says, do you want me to disconnect the feed? Please no. Please no. Flashbacks to last week. Just to slow us down. Rhonda and Amy says they like the pace. Okay, so I'll keep the pace. Not enough TikTok crashes, says Lucky. Oh my god. Don't. Now you're the one jinxing us, not me. N. Clark and NSSR saying Andre Agassi. And Blake, I haven't forgotten your question of how I got the Arkadium job. It was posted in a crossword group. I'm part of a lot of crossword Facebook groups, honestly, where various crossword opportunities are posted. And I submitted like an audition tape. Filmed myself solving a crossword and pretending like I was hosting a show like this, and sent it in, and then I heard from them shortly after that. Heather just followed us. Thank you, Heather. I hope that answers your question. So this is either tears up or tears up. James and Larry and Shania are interpreting it as tears up and saying cries. Yeah. Oh, Kate says you're an awesome host. That's very nice. Thanks, Kate. Okay, I think I know what 49 down is, and honestly, we got super lucky with our hurdle because, yeah, nostalgic number is actually a great hurdle opener. I would open with this even if I wasn't forced. Oh, Gil also says I'm a great host. You guys are made and Warthog. You guys. Yeah, Clark and Sweet Georgia Girl. And Shania and Jilly all saying oldie. Blake says I would never open with oldie. Well, of course, Blake, because you like living life on the edge. You wouldn't open with oldie because it's a good way. It's a good hurdle opener. I think we got quite lucky. And Warthog says, let's get Jack to blush. It's not hard, Warthog. Shania says, what type of theme should I do for my 30th birthday? Is your 30th coming up? I might spend it doing the Arkadium crossword. Well, we will be streaming no matter what day it is. So I do hope you join us. And I'll let you pick the hurdle opener on your birthday. OTC at the pharmacy. Nice. It's a pretty unusual 5-letter word. But I think OTC means over the counter, and so it's non-prescription, non-RX. You don't see that every day in a crossword puzzle, but I think it works well. Harambe says, do you join the other Arkadium lives in incognito? I have, but you'll never know who I am. Betray nervousness. Blake says, I'm turning 44 next Thursday, the 29th. Really? Betray nervousness. Okay, sorry. I think I'm getting too distracted by everybody. We have betray nervousness. We have bring to bear. And what's this? Turbulence. I think people are already filling it all in. Yeah, life at the liquor store. That is quite a username. It's giving me pace. Yeah, I guess if you pace back and forth, you're nervous. Bring to bear would be exert. And then turbulence is unrest. Okay. I want to look at 50 across because it's kind of just dangling there. Arcadia says that Shania's birthday is also Vedart's birthday because it's Vedart's birthday every day. Must be nice. Pashi says I'm turning 73 February 1st. Wow. February 1st. What day of the week is that? Raven says when you join, do you participate or just watch? I just watch sometimes to get a feel for what it's like as a viewer, you know, because I can't watch my own lives while they're happening. So sometimes I watch Amaze lives just to, you know, get into your heads a little bit. But no, I don't participate because it's not, you know, I don't want to be taking any airtime from those. Party with a pinata. Yeah, James and NSSR are saying fiesta. Pinata should really have a tilde here, but I wonder if that just can't render in the software. Not sure. Insurance category. I'm excited about oldie. I think it's going to work out nicely for us. Shania says, Jack, your dad was doing the crossword yesterday with a May. First of all, how do you know that? I remember you doxed my dad one time, but I think he changed his username. Insurance category. Yeah, Rhonda. Oldie is much better than 2D. No fault. Kellyanne and Jerry Jer saying no fault. Yeah, no fault insurance. It's definitely a thing. No, Shania, there is another Gil that watches these streams that is not my father. Gil was there. I saw him in the comments. Shania, I promise, like, I see Gil here too, and Gil is not my dad. I mean, my dad's name is Gil, but it's not the same Gil. Gil is talking to me, 88 years old and still doing the crossword. It's not my dad, just my friend. Ruffin from the cold. Nice, yeah. Douglas and Sweet Pea and Amy and N. Clark are all saying chap. Yeah, like roughen, you know, your lips roughen in the cold. They chap. Mystic Tarot getting that one. Aloha Stadium locale. Okay. A very sensible guess. I'm waiting for Sweet Pea to participate. But meanwhile, everyone else says, okay. Oahu. Looks good. Yeah, Sweet Pea, you're the one I was waiting for because you're from Hawaii. It's being torn down? Oh no. As long as they don't tear down their reef runway. Omelet maker. Oh, you did say Oahu. I just missed it. Sorry. And then roof border. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just cook. It's a slightly vague clue, but I guess it's just cook. A cook makes an omelet, and then a roof border is an eave. The eave goes all the way around the roof, and these look like words, but I do want to check their clues. Pecan-like. That is a very interesting clue for oval. And didn't toss. Yeah, didn't throw out. You kept. Awesome. All right, one corner left. I want to make this count. I want to get some confetti, and I want to plop an oldie into hurdle. Employs as this Aloha Stadium is all rusted now, says Sweet Pea. Oh, that's sad. I don't know why it makes me sad. I think it's just because I've heard of it so many times in crosswords, because Oahu is such a common place in crossword puzzles, and there are only so many ways to clue it. So never been there, have no personal connection to Aloha Stadium, but it makes me sad that they're tearing it down. Shania says, on this episode of Hoarders, we're hoarding crossword clues. Mystic Tarot and James from Seattle are saying uses for, and Barbara uses for, employs as. Yeah. That makes sense. Chris. Julie says, my condolences, Jack. Yes, I've lost something. I've lost Aloha Stadium. Maybe it's my sign that I need to go to Hawaii, see it before they tear it down. Just okay. Oh, there are actually two very reasonable guesses here. Fine, it's just okay, or fair. I don't think we can tell the difference at this stage. So we'll do 63 across. Expression of surprise. Also not really jumping out at me, actually. Yeah, I guess what Warthog and Pashi are saying, Sweet Pea are saying D. Yeah, because CJ is saying something like O's, it could be like Oho or something, but maybe Oh My is the best. Yeah. Melissa says, I like Oh My. I kind of like it too. Merlin just followed us. Thank you, Merlin. Ready to eat? I don't know. After all that poutine talk, I am ready to eat. Okay. Ready to eat. I see Warthog and Plank Boy and CJ and Pixie all saying ripe. Yeah, ready to eat as in fruit. Mystic Tarot and Jilly are happy with it. And last one. Oh, we were saying this is either fair or fine, and at this point, fair looks way better with the crosses, but we'll verify. Sashimi fish, little pest, and grain not hidden in the 4 longest answers. Wow, I was not expecting a little revealer there. That is a strange little revealer right there. I am seeing people write ahi for sashimi fish. An imp is a little pest. And I guess Rai was never hidden in our answers, which is actually kind of surprising because it's shorter than all the ones that are hidden. And the shorter the word, the easier it is to hide, typically. Rhonda's given me the drum roll. Arkadium's given me the drum roll. And Blake is too. Okay, here I go. Putting in Rai. Excellent work. Excellent work, everybody. I enjoy this. I mean, we haven't had a hidden word theme in a while, and I feel like these words are very well concealed. Polar Ice Caps was an amazing pull by Scav, as usual. Don't go anywhere. We're doing oldie for hurdle. I'm pulling it up right now. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, you should be able to see that. Make it look pretty. That looks pretty good. And oldie, here we come. This is like the best opener we've gotten since we started doing this gambling thing. Lucky says, wish we could use non-RX for hurdle. That's very funny. Oh, Kate says, why don't we hear the chime anymore? That's a good question. I turn the sound off on my crosswords. I think Amay keeps the sound on. I don't know why I turned the sound off. Stare. Yeah, we could do stare or stake or farce. Okay. Should we do stare? It's a very... Stare. We could try it. We don't have to end it in an E. Like, we could do Stark, for example, and get just a little bit more information. We don't actually expect stare to be right? We're just trying to get information. Are people okay with this? Stark? Yeah, Chuli agrees, so I'll do it. Okay, we got the S and the T. We got the S and the T. I think this is good. I think we're in solid shape here. Barbara's saying paste, ooh, which was a good guess, except the A, we know there's no A. Cindy says, did you hear we got a hurdle in 2 yesterday? No, I did not hear that. Congratulations. That pretty much never happens to me. Tense. Yeah, it's looking like we might need two E's in this word. Tense is not a bad guess. Hold on. Is there anything wrong with this? I don't think so. I think this is a good guess. Ooh, I thought it was going to be right. No, it's what Rhonda and Kellyanne are saying. These. Yeah, it has to be these. Let's do it. All right, oldie, you did us good. You served your service, and we're moving on from you. Board 2, and we get an H. You know what's kind of interesting? We get an H, but there's no T or S in the word, because you want this to start with an SH or a TH, but what's it going to be? It makes me think it's either a W, it could be wheat. No, it can't be wheat, but a W or a vowel, I think. Oh, or a C. I totally forgot about C. Yeah, my bad. Chair. Let's try chair. Yeah, it was definitely CH. And what are we doing with this, actually? It's not CHIA. I don't think. CH. Oh, China. Nice. Very good pull, guys. Yeah, China, as in like the dishware. Beautiful. Let's keep this up. Ty is back. I haven't seen you for a while, saying it's too easy. That's this guy's whole gimmick. Comes in, says everything's too easy, but never actually participates or plays. And I take the bait every time. I'm a sucker like that. Trick, price, slide. Lots of good options. No, not trick, though, because we know there's no C. So maybe slide. Yet again, I'm sort of tempted to just not honor this I, but sort of already committed here. Slide. Yeah, let's do slide. Okay, we found an E. These are probably all the vowels. It's too late for poise now in SSR because we know there's no S. Quite. I don't know if I'm ready to put quite. Pride? No, prime, prize. Yeah, PR is looking. Yeah, Barbara wants. Well, no, it can't be pride, but it could be the others. Prime. Let's try prime. Or grime is a good one too. Oh, wow, okay. So we get the R, but nothing else. What is this then? It's not quite anymore. Gripe. That's. Oh, gripe. I really liked gripe, Jessica, but there's no P. Tribe or right or brine. I'm amazed at how many possibilities there still are. It can't be brine because of China. It can't be price because of the P. So right, bribe. Are those the only possibilities? No, Barbara, it can't be prize because this P is gray. This P would be green if it were prize. Or tribe, bribe, and right. So, oh, trike. Okay, I think we need a filler. Yeah, Jilly's saying, yeah, and Mo, I'm totally on the same page. We need a filler for this. Trite is a good one too, Kate. We cannot forget trite. So something with a T, maybe a W and a B. Is there any word with a T, W, and B? Anything? Do tribe. I guess that has T and W. Let's try to get 3 of them in. Thaws has 2 of them. Okay, maybe it's too tall of an order. Should I do tribe? Bigot, because we get the T and the B and a G. But I don't even know if G is possible. Tweak? Tweak is good. Tweak uses 3. I like that. That's actually legit. Tweak. Guesses a lot of letters that we're playing with. Let's try it. Okay. We know it. There's only one possibility. Tweak was a very good suggestion. Right. It has to be right. Good. I love a well-placed filler. Yeah, that one felt earned. Okay. Round 4 of 5. Let's keep our head in the game here. We don't have a ton of information, do we? Touch. Yeah, a bunch of people saying touch. Shout. I just see a lot of people guessing touch, so why not? Okay. So Jessica going right for aptly. I guess at this point we need an O somewhere. Float is still alive, isn't it? Okay, yeah, people were saying float before, so I'll go for it. Yorkie's Journey just followed us. Thank you, Yorkie's Journey. Float. Is there anything wrong with this? I'm always worried I'm going to hit enter and then everyone's going to be like, there's no F. But I think float is valid. We still need to find our T, so let's do this. Whoa, okay. Float was about as good as it could have been. Gloat or bloat? Is there anything else? Blake, because there's no F, of course. Blake messing with me. Gloat or bloat? But we have room, so we just guess them both. Let's go gloat, because that's what I'm going to do if we get this right. Heck yeah. Felix, you missed the crossword. Bummer. Well, you're here just in time for round 5 of Hurdle, an interesting board. In case anyone is unfamiliar with this game, we only get 2 guesses of our own in this round 5. The first 4 guesses are supplied for us. And this feels tempting. Like, W is a rare starting letter. We have a W and an N and an O somewhere. Okay, Jerry G and CJ are guessing the same thing, and it's a good guess. But let's not get locked into one possibility. Are there any other possibilities? Crystal just followed us. Thank you, Crystal. Wonky, that's the kind of... Oh, I liked Wonky, Sweet Pea, but it actually puts the N in the wrong place. But that's the kind of thing I want to... Because everyone wants wound/wound. Wrong is smart NSSR, but the R is invalid. Okay, I mean, if there's really only one possibility, I'll do it, but, you know, sometimes we can get too locked in. Yeah, it's the only thing CJ sees. Jessica says it has to be. I think wound is it. Woozy. No, that doesn't have the N in the right place, Lucky. Try wound. All right, I'm doing it. Wound, wound. Cross your fingers. Oh, man, that was amazing. Well done. You guys saw that right away. Very impressive. Very impressive. Yes, Cav saying woo. Yeah, that one wound me up. Thank you so much for joining us today. I love solving crosswords with you all. I love playing Hurdle with you all. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time, so if you are new here, follow us. It's the best way to keep in touch, to see me again. May will be with you tomorrow, and I'll be back on Thursday. And in the meantime, check out Arkadium.com. You could play more Hurdles right now. You could play more crosswords right now. They've got a ton of other games as well. I definitely recommend Arkadium. It's always fun on their website. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you soon, I hope. Take care, everybody.